This is the Astros Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Houston Astros, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Let's try and talk some facts tonight on the Locked On Astros Postcast. And fact number one is that this team does not want to play in the postseason. We talked about it last night. They've given us more evidence tonight as they get smacked around by the Athletics once again, 6-0 the final. They've not led a baseball game in a week now. They are an embarrassing display of professional baseball right now, and they are going to go home with their tails tucked between their legs, and they should be embarrassed for how they're going out in 2025 as the run of postseason success in the city of Houston is coming to an end this season with what this team is doing. Hello and welcome to the Locked On Astros Postcast. Appreciate you guys for staying up late watching live tonight if you're with us. If not, or if you're watching later on, we appreciate you as well. Make sure that you always come back when the games are over. Unfortunately, tomorrow, a little side note for you before we get into the meat of the show tonight. We will not have a game or a show tomorrow. We will have a game tomorrow. We will not have a show tomorrow after the game because I will be unavailable for that one, unfortunately, because it is a day game tomorrow. And I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to be missing anything based off of what this team's been out there doing. Hey, what is it that you're talking about more than anything else in this one?
This is what you'll be talking about.
Same story. I'm a broken record. And I'm willing to admit that. I'm a broken record when it comes to what we're talking about every single night. Because what we're talking about is the same damn thing over and over. This team can't hit. This team looks lifeless. This team is that, the old saying 1, 2, 3 Cancun. They feel like they've got 1, 2, 3 Cancun on their mind. And we have never, ever, 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 ever seen this in this era of Astros baseball. It's truly mind-blowing to me. I never saw this coming. Now, I knew the challenges that this season would present. I was never the most optimistic person about this iteration of this team coming into this season. But I still thought they'd win the American League West because the American League West is still a joke. And they kind of default into it like they do every year, and they get back, and we'll see how deep they can go into the postseason. They've been incredibly unlucky when it comes to health this season, and their arms got absolutely wrecked all year long. And they were able to, for a good period of time, hold off all that bad stuff and for a brief moment there excel after. It's like that adrenaline rush, that hey, we're going to step up and do it with all these guys that aren't, big leaguers. And kind of like everything, in life in general, everything kind of finds its normal level. And that ended up happening to this baseball team. And unfortunately, the normal level for the level of talent that they have minus all the guys that they've lost this year is a bad baseball team. The facts are just the facts. I'd have to go get the exact number. I can see if I can do that here as I'm, talking to you guys. I just thought of this. Trust me, if I thought about this earlier, I would have done this before the show instead of doing it while the show is going on. But these are the things that happen once you get talking to yourself and you think of things. But since they played that series in Los Angeles against the Dodgers, that series where they swept the Dodgers of our 4th of July weekend, without a doubt the highlight of the season. They won a game 18-1, 6-4, 5-1. Since that game, this baseball team, it doesn't do it for me. I don't want to do math in front of you guys. It'd be embarrassing for me, but they've lost more games than they've won. I can tell you that. But after that series, they were up 7 games in the division. And, well, you know what's happened since then. Here we are. You got no chance to when your one guy of hope, Hunter Brown, isn't able to go out there and be Superman tonight. He wasn't. He got beat up a little bit. He'd been on a great run, I think 10 consecutive starts of 2 runs or less, something like that. 5 innings, 4 runs, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts. Picks up his 9th loss. He's 12-9, 243. He's going to end up top 3 in the Cy Young vote, I believe. And he's got way less to show for his incredible season than he should. Yeah, he could pitch again. What's today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. He could pitch Sunday on short rest if they were in a win or go home situation. But I'm going to go ahead and say that was the last time you see Hunter Brown toe a mound for the Astros in 2025. And Ryan, I'm going to go with your math here. I hope that you're right. Thank you for that. This sounds right. 27-39 since that series in Los Angeles in July. Christopher says 29 wins. Whatever it is, it's in that range. It's bad. They've lost more games than they've won in that period of time. And I think I'm going to save my big picture overall outlook on it for Sunday. We'll have a post-game show Sunday when the season wraps up. I'm going to keep saying it. The season's going to wrap up on Sunday, unfortunately. And we'll do a longer show than normal on Sunday for these postcasts. Usually these shows are 15 to 20 minutes long. We'll probably be in that 30 to 40-minute range on Sunday because we'll kind of let it all out. It'd be my last chance to talk Astros with you guys until they come back in late March in 2026. And kind of place the blame where it needs to be placed. Figure out what you're going to do and who's going to be held accountable for what and how you fix it. This sucks, man. They got spoiled for a very long time. Very, very long time. But can't always be that great. At some point, it does go back the other way, and hopefully this isn't the beginning of a down period of Astros baseball. And just looking at it real quick, I don't know the exact, but in July or in August, 13-15, and now in the month of September, they're 9-12. It's the exact opposite of what the Astros have done for years. We've talked about that. Typically in September, they know how to turn it up and turn it on, and they have done none of that. Not even for a brief second have they shown one little tiny ounce of ability to go out there and be a team that is dangerous, that could get in, could make a run. I tried to hold on to my hope for as long as I could. And it's not there. It's not there. Like I said, this absolutely sucks. And look, if there's anybody out there trying to sugarcoat anything, trying to put positive spin on it, then they're just drinking Kool-Aid. And I know that there's some of those people out there. There's nothing good about it. At all. Man. A few more games to do, though. We'll talk about them, of course. Let's talk about tomorrow. Because here's the thing, they're not mathematically done. Let's talk about tomorrow next here in the Locked On Astros Postcast. Before we get there, I want to tell you guys about Rougiette. What do you get when you have a bald eagle standing on the top of a silverback gorilla riding a T-Rex? Confidence, pure confidence. If you're looking for something beyond just the usual pill, it's time to meet Rougiette Go Long. It's exactly, where Rougiette's Go Long comes in. This isn't just an ED pill. It's a total game changer for your confidence. Go Long combines two doctor-trusted medications in one dual-action formula so you can get hard and go the distance. The effects can last up to 36 hours. The confidence all day, all night, and even into the next day. The process is simple. Connect with a board-certified, 100% online, and if prescribed, treatment ships discreetly to your door. If prescribed treatment, like I say, ships discreetly to your door. Ready to level up your confidence in the bedroom? Head to Rougiette.com and use promo code LOCKEDONMLB for 15% off your first order. That's RUGIET.com. Promo code LOCKEDONMLB. Make sure you use our code so they know we sent you. Up next on our discussion or our brief mentions here for after the Astros game tonight, let's talk about game time. Look, there's nothing like catching a baseball game live, even if your team's not winning much. The energy of the crowd, the chance to see your team in person, but actually getting tickets, that's the tough part. Queues, login screen, surprise fees, it takes all the fun out of it. That's why I use Gametime, the app that gives the advantage back to the fans. Gametime is fast, easy, and backed by the Gametime guarantee. You'll always get 100% authentic tickets delivered on time at the best price, plus all fees are included. So the price you see is the price that you pay. Download the Gametime app, create an account, and redeem code Locked on MLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, redeem promo code LOCKEDON for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Download Gametime today. And one final message before we get back to our discussion here. FanDuel. Football season, NFL is here. Yeah, that's right. Even though the Houston team's not very good, we still got football to watch. FanDuel is making sure you're ready for kickoff with a can't-miss offer. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. It makes every game more exciting, whether you're watching your team or just keeping an eye on your fantasy lineup. It's quick, it's easy, and it's the best way to add a little more energy to your Sundays. You ready to play? Download the FanDuel app now by visiting FanDuel.com to get started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 bet. Trying to think of the song we could use to describe the Astros season. You could always go with the good old Johnny Cash, Hurt. You know, I hurt myself today. I probably shouldn't sing. It's on the internet. I can't sing. I have no singing ability, or this is the end. You know, one of those. You know, just kind of fits the mood. Somber. I think somber is the way to put it. I'm not even mad anymore. I'm really not. Frustrated, I guess, but I think somber is the way to put it. I see the writing on the wall. I hear the fat lady singing at the end of the road here. Light at the end of the tunnel. And it's not the light that you're looking for. It's coming to an end Sunday. Now, they're technically not dead. But here's the problem. They've got 4 games left. They're a game out behind the Detroit Tigers for... Oh, you guys are bringing the good ones here. If you got your songs for what's the theme song for the Astros in 2025, here you go. Darkness, Hello Darkness, My Old Friend. Limp Bizkit, Break Stuff. Whitney Houston. Why does Heart So Bad? I don't know that song. If that's a song, maybe you got that one wrong, but you can keep sending those in. But it's coming, man. It just feels like it's coming. But Detroit is only a game up, 4 to play. Now they do hold the tiebreaker, which is the problem. So, I mean, let's be honest with it here. The Astros probably have to go 3-1 over the last 4 to have a chance. And you're going to need Detroit to continue to just vomit all over themselves like they already have. You guys bringing in a couple more here. Why? By Jadakiss. Nah, nah, nah. Hey, 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 goodbye. Yeah, it's a good one, too. I don't know the name of that song. Why Does It Hurt So Bad by Whitney Houston. Okay, thank you, Marcus. And yes, thank you to comments that's here. Detroit does have to play Boston, so there is that. And Boston's still fighting for that top wild card spot. So, and they could still technically be knocked out if Detroit went on. The whole thing's a mess. They're not dead. They look as dead as they can be. As I mentioned earlier, the Astros have not had a lead in a baseball game since last Wednesday. Realize what their run differential's down to now in the season? Plus 7. 7. Hell, the Guardians are going to win the Central. It looks like they've got a -2. But plus 7. I unfortunately think the Yankees are going to cakewalk to the World Series this year. Again. And probably lose. Whatever. Sorry, guys. I'm just not having fun. I know you're not either. We'll see if they pull it off tomorrow. Like I mentioned, unfortunately, we will not have a show tomorrow. I will be in the air in an airplane at the control stick. So I got other things that are going on that I can't do. So we'll do that, or I'll do that. You guys watch the game. We'll be back Friday night, hopefully talking about a win, hopefully talking about them having a chance to make the playoffs. We'll see. That's all we can do at this point is just say, we'll see. Enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. Thanks for stopping by. I'll talk to you Friday. Locked On Astros Postcast.